Hi, this is Tara for HealingCrystals.com, and this is the Zodiac Crystal card reading for July, what's the date? July 18th through July 24th. Yeah, that looks right. Yeah, it looks like Sunday's the 24th. Anyway, the first card that we draw that represents who we are going to be in the coming week, and that card is going to be the Scorpio Manifestation card. And the crystal represented here is hematite. That's an excellent crystal for this week, by the way, because in many parts of the country, including mine, it's very, very hot. And hematite's my favorite crystal when I'm hot. Like it really helps me like cool down. So, but anyway, the Scorpio card, I think what I'm getting from this card is that we are going to be seeking truths this week. This is a good week to be investigating, to be looking a little deeper at things. It's a good time to fully comprehend whatever it is that you've got going on. And what that's going to do is that's going to help you release limitations. Sometimes the truth can feel like a burden. It can feel like what my son likes to call the harsh realities of life, okay? But really, once you know those things, once you accept them and you understand them, now you're free to work with them. Now you know what you've got to work with, and you can move forward with that. Because remember, you've got the power to make anything work out the way that you want it to, and I think that's what this card is trying to tell us. Don't be afraid to face the truth. Don't be afraid to look for it and to fully understand whatever it is that you're working towards, to understand, you know, all the positives and all the challenges that you're going to have to face, because that's going to help you to conquer them and to keep moving forward in a positive manner. You don't want to be approaching anything without having all of the facts, and I think that's what this card is telling us. Is we all have to have the ability to have more out of the things in our lives. It just means that we have to put a little bit more effort into them, and that means looking a little deeper, working a little harder, just not accepting things at face value, not giving up and walking away and saying, oh, it's too hard, until you figure out, okay, well, why is it so hard? What, you know, getting all the facts, getting the truth, be a seeker, okay? That's what the Scorpio card is trying to tell us. The next card that we draw, that's going to be your greatest strength and your greatest weakness for the week. And that card, and honestly, this card popped up. I do not, choose the cards. They kind of choose me. It's going to be the Capricorn Love card, and the crystal represented here is green tourmaline. As many of you may know, maybe one of my favorite, between green tourmaline and green aventurine, those are like my favorite crystals. I do kind of like malachite too. But anyway, and it's interesting that this card comes up as a strength and a weakness this week, because we have a very powerful full moon in Capricorn. And, that Capricorn is grounding energy. It's practical energy. It's the kind of energy that says, okay, you've got to know all the facts in order to move forward. And that's what this card is trying to tell us. I think, obviously, how this can work in your favor is learn more about the things that you love. The more that you learn, the more that you're going to be able to enjoy those things and maybe even fall in love a little bit more with them, okay? How it can work against you, obviously, is you may find out something that you don't want to find out. You may find out, maybe your dream job, you find out that it's not quite as idealistic as you think that it is. That's okay. Find it out now. Understand, am I willing to accept this? Am I willing to work with it? Am I able to change it? Am I able to work with it? If you're not, come up with a new ideal job that does work within your parameters, that you're able to, that will be able to give you what it is that you're looking for. The only way that this energy can work against you is if you're not willing to just face up to the facts and deal with them. And you know what, I think it's really nice that it's the love card that comes out here in green tourmaline, because green tourmaline enhances your personal power and your perseverance and your endurance. And I think, you know, what I love about green tourmaline is it reminds me that I can do anything. I have the power to make anything happen. I just have to decide, do I love it enough to go that extra length to make it happen? And I think that's how this energy is going to work for us this week. Okay? And then the last card that I draw, that's kind of the surprise that the universe has for us, the energy that maybe you didn't expect or you haven't thought about working with. And that card is going to be the Libra transition card. Oh, this is a nice card to go along with the rest of them. And the crystal represented here is a jasper. Jasper is a nice earthy crystal that it's kind of practical, but it's also a little mystical too. It works with our energy. It helps connect us to the earth. And while the earth is grounding and practical, it's also really magical. I mean, just look outside your window and see what nature creates. It's amazing. You have that same power to create those things in your life, those beautiful things. And working with the balancing energy of Libra as you're making transitions. It doesn't have to be harsh. It doesn't have to be an either or situation. You don't have to give up anything in order to have the things that you love. You can find a way to balance all the energy so that you're not, all you're doing is gaining. That's all that you're doing. And I think that's what the Libra transition card is here to tell you. Don't feel as if balancing is not the same as giving in or giving up. Finding balance and finding a way to make things work in your favor, that's just going to add more to your life. It not only just add more to your life, but it's going to add more to your personal power and your perseverance, and remind you that you can in fact make anything happen for yourself, as long as you have all the facts, it matters enough to you, and you're willing to work with the energies to find a way to make it work in your favor. Don't forget to check out our weekly and daily horoscopes on healingcrystals.com and on our Facebook page, Crystal Talk. Have a happy and a magical week.